If I was starting a brand new project, I would start a website along with a podcast and a YouTube channel. The podcast and YouTube channel would probably be the same interview or the same piece of content, but it would just be audio and video. The thing is, I get a ton of questions around whether people should start a website now or something else. There's tons of business models out there. All of them will work, but they all have their pros and cons. One of the cons with niche and authority websites currently is it does take a little while for them to rank. It's been taking a little bit longer and longer. Additionally, there have been more and more Google updates, especially ones that seem to impact the niche site and authority site world. If you do put in the time for your niche site, there's a chance that once you start ranking, once you get a couple hundred posts published, that an algorithm update could really impact your traffic and earnings. One piece of good news is I have heard from a few viewers and listeners out there that told me they either got a bump from the recent updates or they have figured out a way to recover. So be sure you check out those videos whenever I publish them to give some details. I can't tell you the sites, but I could tell you a summary of what these folks have done and their observations. So personally, I would start a multi-platform project. And in fact, I am going to do that. So I haven't started anything new in about 3 years. And I will be starting something. It will be a public project. You'll be able to follow along. And it will consist of a podcast, a YouTube channel, and a blog. As I haven't started anything new in the last 3 years, but I actually started a podcast called Mile High Fi, which is in the personal finance and financial independence space. And I started it from scratch. I worked with a partner. I am working with a partner. And we utilized our networks. We utilized the things that we have been building for the last few years. And we're able to grow the show really fast and be really one of the more consistent, unique shows in the space. There's a lot of podcasts in the personal finance space, and we fill a very small niche of kind of weirdos like us, basically. So the point is, I would focus on multi-platform. I would definitely have video. If you don't want to do audio, that's cool. Just do video. Video is an awesome skill to have. And even if you bail on the project, you end up with a set of skills that are transferable over to many other projects, whether you have a full-time job or it's more independent entrepreneurial work. You're going to be able to use video in the future, and there's a barrier to entry, but anyone can do it. I mean, I'm doing it. So if you have any comments out there, let me know. And if you want to follow along for the project that I'll be launching, you can just make sure you subscribe, make sure you're on the email list to hear about it.